See, the voice don't work if we ain't chatting big money. You can never say I cheap talk.
What's going on, boxing fans? This is Kenneth. Let's be in boxing. Let's speak boxing. Right now, boxing is on shackles. At least me, from a boxing fan's point of view. Right now has a black cloud over his head, and we definitely need to shed some light in boxing. The excitement's just not there anymore, and there's lots of skeletons coming out of the closet. Most recent upsetting news, Antonio Tarver tested positive just before the fight in his drug test, steroids. And it's all over boxing. Whereas the managers, it's promoters not even giving the big fans the big fights because they want to keep the boxing belts within. They want to keep the money within, so they want to put their own matchups, their own fighters, rather than just doing it the right way. Look, if you're number one contender, you're number two contender, you're number three contender, guess what? You guys are fighting. Don't be mixing up weight classes and all that craziness just to throw pretty much like a fixed fight. Another thing, these judges, you got some old judges, and you think the boxing fight's going to be very competitive, and you're leaning towards one side, and you're like, damn, that person, that fighter definitely deserved to fight. Amir Khan definitely won that fight. Paulie Malignaggi definitely won that fight. And I'm speaking about Paulie when he fought Baby the Bull Diaz in Texas. If you are a big boxing fan and you kept up with that fight, the first fight, they definitely robbed Paulie, and he told it how it was. He called out De La Hoya, he called out the judges, saying that they're De La Hoya's gerbils, and in the rematch he eventually won, but the first fight it was definitely a fixed fight. This whole thing with Pacquiao, this whole thing with just all over the place, man. They're taking steroids, they're cheating. You got Margarito wrapping his hand wraps. You got some guys, getting caught with Band-Aids on them, or some guys, putting stuff in their nose before the fight. Whether it's inhalers or it's nose drops or anything. It's straight cheating, and they definitely have to regulate boxing as a whole. And right now, Mayweather's looking like a genius, Mayweather, he's been calling out 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was saying, look, I'm on top of my game. I got a big name for myself. I'm undefeated. If you want to fight me, you're taking a test. Bottom line. And a lot of people made a mockery out of that 2 years ago, thinking that, he was scared of Manny Pacquiao. But I think Manny Pacquiao's a clean fighter, but I'm going to back up on that just because I never put anything, past anyone right now. You just never know what these big fighters, these name fighters, and the boxers or even the trainers probably don't have nothing to do with it. They don't know anything about it. I can see how easy they're not following this guy while he's go take a piss or take a shit. Excuse my language. They're not following this guy where he does his own personal thing. So you never know as a boxer. Maybe he's doing it on his own and not really telling anybody. So even in the baseball epidemic, what was going on in the baseball steroid era. So all these, which is crazy. When baseball took over with the steroids, 20th century, now all these Hall of Famers, they're going to have a hard time getting into Cooperstown. Why? Your Rafael Palmeiros, your Roger Clemens, your Barry Bonds, your Andy Pettitts, Alex Rodriguez. I know a lot of guys, your Julio Francos, your Juan Gonzalez's, your Sammy Sosa's. These guys are just hell of a, they did a lot, and they're great ball players as a whole, but, everything's questionable now just because so many ball players were caught. They were busted, and some were on the list of being busted. And I watch baseball. I'm a big baseball fan and baseball by heart. I actually play baseball myself, college ball, pro ball. I played. That's my thing. But boxing, I can't watch baseball though. I can play baseball, but when it comes to boxing, I can watch boxing. Boxing's pretty much one of the only sports I can watch besides basketball. But I'm not speaking about that. But Mayweather's definitely looking like a genius. A lot of people are saying he was scared because of that, of Pacquiao. But he's definitely got a point. He definitely has a point. And you know what? And just because all these boxers now they're taking a test, a lot of them are getting busted. A lot of them are coming out. And it's just not your Lamont Peterson. It's just not your Andre Berto. It's just not your Antonio Tarver. You got Hall of Famers that got caught too back in the day when even drug testing wasn't even so intense. You know, Roy Jones got busted, Fernando Vargas got busted, James Toney, Evans Fields, Shane Mosley. And a lot of people, you know, suspected or even have speculations that, you know, De La Hoya, Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, Andre Ward, Bernard Hopkins, even Tyson. Some people even think back then, way back when, these fighters were taking steroids. They never got busted, but there's still speculations on that. Just like in baseball, just like in football. I know MMA, or just in the professional level as a whole. You just never know when you're talking top dollars, and when you're playing. I didn't box or anything like that, but I played baseball, and you know, my roommates, my teammates, I would say half or even 80% of my teammates were on steroids when I was playing ball, especially at that level. Now, I'm not saying especially when I was playing baseball, you had guys that were juicing up like crazy. They were juicing up every day. They were mixing Decadora with Winstrol, just to have that perfect combination, or they were taking Dino Ball pills. Just I can name steroids for days, but that's what they were taking. Did it make them better? Yeah, they made them stronger, but shit, you still got to hit the ball, you know. But a lot of them were just taking it just for recovery, because when you're on that professional level, you are sore as shit, and you are training every single day. And the normal person that never played sports, I'm not saying high school sports, I'm not saying AAU recreational sports, just because you were a starting senior in high school, you think you know sports. No. You're talking, when I was playing ball 6 days a week. Every single day, 6 days a week. And it's tiring, you know. It definitely beats up your body, so I understand why these guys are taking steroids. Not for so much just because it'll definitely give you a competitive edge, just because the recovery cycle is a lot faster. But anyways, I really wanted to get into that subject, but boxing, I'm glad to say that Bob Arum, you know, old dude is getting with De La Hoya, and he's finally giving the fans what they want. Getting with the commissioners, getting everyone as a whole. Hold on one second. I'm sorry about that. This is Kenneth speaking.
Hi.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Sorry about that. But anyways, I'm actually at the office. But this is Kenneth with SBN Boxing. Have a great day.
See, the voice don't work if we ain't chatting big money. You can never say I cheap talk.